he's so good from 18 to 20 feet.
Again, I told you, I didn't go out on a limb too far picking him as take your shot.
Having some time off to achieve that.
Yeah, James, remember like earlier in the season, he kept kind of touching his shoulder. He kind of tweaked it a little bit, stretched it a little bit.
You really aren't looking into the crowd. Maybe if there's a free throw or something like that. So the sound should sound real and a little familiar to them, hopefully.
Was the last game completed back on March 11th to beat the Nuggets 113-97 as Luka lobs it up for Kristaps Porzingis and he throws it down. Went for 31-17. Porzingis did not play that game. He was resting his sore knee, so Boban absolutely can get it done as KCP does a nice job of getting in the lane. Kleber. Danny Green high off the glass.
Dion Waiters. Waiters, step back. And Waiters.
This year, it's been a really interesting season for him. Remember, before the season started, he was on Team USA, missed all of training camp after he hurt his foot. Just going to be the guards like Russo, like Waiters. Those guys can make plays in the half court as well.
First quarter winds down. Dion Waiters, say hello to Los Angeles Lakers and their fans. Waiters with another three and a little pose at the end. Dwight loves it. The fellas love it.
Mike Trudell's going to join us right now with a KCP update. What do you got, Mike?
Yeah, Geeter, so he rolled his ankle, but the report is that he's okay.
Dwight making that late decision to join the Lakers in Orlando. Nice closeout by Waiters. But the shot still falls.
I think they feel pretty good about the lead they built at this point.
In Big Game, I want to bring you in. One of the big reasons why Dallas is back in the playoff hunt. But Luka, already a star. And now teamed up with Porzingis as he comes down and hammers one. And it's all tied up at 31.
The number of players who just continue to improve. That's the beauty of the NBA as Kyle Kuzma gets to a spot, hits the mid-range jumper.
Have to think about more as they get into the postseason, whether that's against Dallas or some of the other opponents that can go small in that sense by having a big out on the perimeter.
Throughout the NBA. And I think that would, challenge some of these scorers who a lot of them, like Harden, a little bit to where you could, tag them a little bit.
LeBron James taking advantage of the mismatch with Jackson, goes right to the hoop.
Add to in terms of more minutes together. And I'll tell you what, that's going to happen now, right? Specifically with Rondo and Bradley out, he is the guy that you think of as stepping into that bench role.
LeBron doing a nice job. Oh, nice give and go, but it's intercepted. Lakers doing a nice job of getting their hands in the passing lane. Dwight Howard!
8:36. Jackson gets knocked away. Boban is there, and Boban delivers off the glass. Who's Danny Green, KCP, AD, and LeBron. Backdoor cut along the baseline. What a pass from LeBron James to Kyle Kuzma in the dunk.
And I think LeBron is smart enough to know that if he can create more weapons, there's the big weapon right there in AD from downtown. Waiters, JR, Pope, anybody that can facilitate and make something happen. LeBron's going to be looking for that type of versatility.
I like that, though. I want to see Kuz get very confident. A little bit slow in the last few weeks going into the shutdown. Speaking of confidence.
Anybody in Orlando, he just knows what to do. He knows his body. He's been working out really hard, and I think we saw it there in that first half.
Yeah, I think you bring up a great point.
Is a little bit less complicated, I think, than sometimes it's gotten. Like, the biggest thing is that his minutes went way down because he has two All-NBA forwards on his team. Help educate the Lakers further in the organization's push towards what they want to call progress on racial and social issues. Has some terrific guest speakers from around the country, a lot of professors and educators and journalists. So it's really been eye-opening, and I think that it's something that's been very important for the Lakers, everybody, Chris, to try to really embrace what's been going on in this movement across the country.
Yeah, we appreciate that information, Mike. Great stuff as Quinn Cook hits a layup, and the Mavs come right back. Dating back to Martin Luther King Jr. and his first time protesting on the campus of UCLA.
Yeah, he was in the famous photo with...
Waiters only played in 3 games this year for Miami. And Waiters hits the 17-footer, 69-61. Three ball in the corner is good. 72-64. Curry again. The numbers go up.
Yeah, Geeter, last season he had 39 points in a game in Philadelphia. He had 41 points against Detroit, or as many opportunities on offense, I should say. And he really tried to do other things, played some good D, and really pushed up his offensive rebounding numbers.
Boban.
When Rondo got hurt and had the surgery shortly thereafter, we know that he's not there in Orlando. So it's probably closer come this weekend to about 4 to 6 weeks. And Frank Vogel did expect that if the Lakers were playing at that point that he would get him back into the lineup. But yeah, secondary ball handling, that is the thing that Rondo did the most of. You see Deanne Waiters there creating a play for Dwight Howard. That is one thing that Frank Vogel
just want to stay healthy and get some guys some run and get out of there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Boban!
No
Sorry,
injuries. Boban.
Sorry, James, I got excited.
Boban, I did too.
When Cook in the game with J.R. Smith, THD, Dwight, and Devontae Kaycock, and right there, J.R.
Good young player. He can block some shots, hit some threes. Another part of Dallas is a young, bright future.
He was the CAA Conference Defensive Player of the Year when he was in college. THT to the rack.
Yep.
Lay it up and in. THT again. This time just misses. The up and under with the left. And Mavericks take advantage on a leak out, 93-85.
Say, man, that crowd is really good.
Did you diving on the sideline in Game 6 in 87 and there's no crowd?
No response? I'd be upset.
For this game, there was no player introductions beforehand. There was no national anthem. That'll be the same for the next 2 scrimmages, but then they will gradually add those elements and some more time on the clock as well.
Dad, who passed away, Quinn was younger, is a huge Laker fan. Boban. Great shot fake, unable to convert it. Such valuable minutes and opportunities for the South Bay Lakers to see these guys at the big club. JR, and one.
You were locked in.
Trudell, you still with me?
A team like Portland making it to the Western Conference Finals. No one's even talking about them right now. They got Zach Collins and Nurkic back. They got a guy named Dame Time. Round the back.
Well, Giddy, this will be our first time in the playoffs in some time.
From Boban, Lakers are down 5 with 28 seconds. JR's going to shoot a 3.
Rich.
And he makes it, and the Lakers are down just 2. Quinn Cook down 2, 5 seconds. And that's going to do it for the first scrimmage for the Lakers here on the NBA campus in Orlando.